time for another interview with Philanthropy at its Best, where we are an organization that interview nonprofit, philanthropy, and foundations about the wonderful work they're doing in the community and the impact that they're making. And today we are here with another great, wonderful organization, the USC Black Alumni Association. And I'm going to allow her to introduce herself today.
Hi, my name is Catherine Shirley. I am Chair Emeritus and also Chair of our Recruitment and Retention Committee.
And so the USC Black Alumni Association, what is the mission of the USC Black Alumni Association?
We are a leadership organization, and our network makes sure to provide scholarships for black students at USC.
And what are some of the services within that USC Black Alumni Association provides to the students?
We provide mentoring, and we have a program called Legacy Through Leadership, where we give our students everything that they need to prepare for the next step when they get into the real world. We also have a Toastmasters group so that we can have our students prepare for public speaking. We have scholarships that we provide to our students as well, and each of our students are awarded money, and we also give them so many benefits with being around alumni and so forth.
And so this is very important. I know you work with the retention committee, and this is very important for students, whether they're from all vast backgrounds, and wherever they see the need, you can actually meet the need from the services you guys provide. And so over the years, what type of impact you think this has made on the students?
I think we're making a great impact because we try to meet the students where they are, just as you indicated. We want to make sure that our students know what they need to do in order to be competitive within the university atmosphere. We do college fairs, we meet with families, we tell them how to prepare for their applications and their personal statements and all the things that are going to be important so that they can compete with the rest of the applicants.
Now, for something like this to even exist, let's go back to the initiative of the beginning of this. Was there a great need for this? That's why it was developed?
Yes, there definitely was a great need. We all know that culturally things are different for Black Americans, and we need to make sure that we're providing our Black American students with that extra so that they're feeling, having that family orientation that they need. They also needed money for scholarships. Many of our students are in the middle class, and so therefore they're not getting the need-based scholarships, and so we're here to provide that assistance as well.
So even with all the services you guys provide, is it attainable? Is it being done? Can it be done still?
It can definitely be done. It's difficult. Everything is so competitive now, but it definitely can be done. Our students are prepared. They're doing what they need to do. They're making the sacrifices that they need to make, and so they definitely have a place here, and we want to make sure that we do everything that we can to shepherd that relationship into the university.
For a student, I'm assuming that it's already a lot of apprehension there. But when you hear the name USC, and so it's like, what can you say to that student who think that I can't get there, it's too competitive, it's too everything, I don't have what it takes? What can you say to that student that's saying?
Well, the first thing that I say is that you do have what it takes. You have done the hard work, you're taking classes that challenge you. You definitely deserve to be at this university. And what we do, in addition to what the university does, campus-wide, we make sure to give you that extra, to make sure that you have a place, a home, so that you feel like you fit in. It's a big place here. It's a predominantly white institution, and so we want to make sure that you do still feel like you have a home. We make sure to, through our programs, through our Legacy Through Leadership and connecting our students with our alumni base, we make sure that you're getting that connection not just with your peers at school, but with those people who you're going to be a part of after you graduate.
So once a student is admitted through the admission process, what can an admitted student expect?
Well, we definitely have programs to take care of our students. The very first one being our affirmation and pinning ceremony, which happens in August of each year. We invite all of our Black students, our graduate students, transfer students, and the incoming freshmen to a day of affirmation. We let them know all of the resources that are available to them. We let them know that they're walking into a family that has a strong, rich legacy, and we just let them know what it is that they're going to need to be successful. And for me, with my retention committee, we make sure that we follow the students all the way through, because the most important thing for us is to get them to graduation. And so after the pinning ceremony, which is our first thing, we culminate everything with our Black graduation. And in between that, though, we have things that go on each year during the year. And in the spring, we have an educational summit. And this year it's going to be happening on March, or actually I should say next year, it's going to be March the 30th, 2019. And that summit is meant to continue to educate our students on whatever it is, whatever the current affairs are, whatever they need to get an education. We make sure that we're giving them that information. And you know, we talked about raising money for scholarships before. We need scholarship or fundraising. We need to do that in order to get money to fund those type of programs. And we have so many easy ways to donate to USC. We actually have a campaign called 1,000 for 1,000, where we hope to get 1,000 people to donate $1,000 each, so that we can raise $1 million each year, and that will go to raise money for our endowment so that we can give more scholarships to our students.
To those that would be finding out about these resources and this program that exists, what would you say to them that want to get involved? What are some of the challenges that the organizations face, and to somebody who's watching this and say, well, I want to get involved. How can I get involved? How can I be a part of the great thing you guys are doing here?
Right. Well, the first thing is money. We need money for scholarships for our students. That's first and foremost. With money, we can do even more amazing things. Many of our students, they go through a few years here and they don't have the funds to continue, and we hate to see that. A student is a junior and they don't have the funds to finish their senior year. And so we definitely need people to contribute to our endowment, to come to our galas and any events that we have on. We need people to show their face and be seen so that our students have things to look up to.
Yes. I think that's one of the biggest, in my opinion, misconception about retention, is that they assume it's all academics, and it's not.
Right.
And I hear about a student story, and it's most of the time it's financial. And so that's very important that you guys that can and will and be able to donate to make a difference. But what are some of the challenges you guys face as far as curriculum and programs that you could input to make it better? Like, what are some of those challenges?
You know, we have a Office of Black Alumni Programs that's run by Dr. Michelle Turner, who is amazing.
Yes.
She has been here for about 10 years now and has just made such an impact here. And so we do have challenges, but because we have an office that runs so smoothly and efficiently now with Gary Brown and Tenzie Taylor, they're able to move us to the next level.
Yes.
And so again, getting the scholarship money is everything, because if they have to spend so much time chasing money to get funding for our students, then it reduces the time that they can spend with programming. And so, but you know, as I mentioned before, they still do an amazing job, you know, with the programs. We're still having the mentoring programs. We still have a great homecoming and a great gala and things that are alumni based and also friends. You know, one misconception with the USC Black Alumni Association is that you have to, you know, be a USC alum in order to participate, but you don't have to. We also have friends, and you don't have to be a black person to participate. We need funding to support our black students, and so we welcome that from whatever source it comes from.
Wow, that's wonderful. So thank you so much for having me. And to all those that are watching, please, the information is on the website. Get involved, donate, contact, and make a difference, just like this wonderful organization is doing. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.